Dutch IRS like, hey man, so you've been making money for 3 months now, and we want to know exactly what's been going on. Which 100%.
Do you feel like people here are more sensitive?
I'm gonna say some rude shit right now.
Say it.
Thank you for asking. Let's have this conversation right now. The bill came in, $87,000.
God bless America.
That's why we're here, baby.
Every life is a story, and every Thursday I'm gonna share one with you. So don't forget to subscribe and share this video. Today I have a guest from Netherlands, Niels. Hi.
Hi.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
I think we need to start from making it clear. Holland and Netherlands.
Holland and the Netherlands, and then I'm from Amsterdam, the capital. Yes,
nice.
Not Denmark.
Yes, please. Don't be confused and don't mix it up. It's different.
I know, it sounds similar, but it was not. Sorry.
Maybe people get confused because you're from Netherlands.
Yes.
The capital is Amsterdam.
Yes.
And you speak Dutch.
Right.
And they're like, what?
I was like, Dutch, Denmark, German, everything Deutsch. I'm like, no, I get it. It's all, I'm like, I'm from Europe, and then it's fine.
But you don't get mad when they say
No. Because like it's, I couldn't name all the states in the U.S. Like, I don't know the capitals of any state. So there's no judgment. I get it.
That's fine.
It's just funny to hear. Like,
at least they know the Amsterdam.
I know. I hope so. I mean, yes, they kind of know. And I was like, red light district. I'm like, yes.
Exactly.
That's it.
We know that. Okay. Can you tell me, please, your story? Like, when did you move from there?
When did I move from there? So my story started back in 2000. No, back in, I have to say it right. In 2008, I wanted to become a dancer. Mm-hmm. So I went to Los Angeles with my friends for 1 month just to take dance classes. I had no real dance experience beforehand, so that was a new adventure. And after taking classes for a month, I was like, whoa, palm trees, sunshine. Mm-hmm. I can get used to this life in Los Angeles. This is cool. So on that moment, I was intrigued. I started a dance university. I'm coming from a marketing and communication background. So I went to school for all these things. I also always thought it was going to be in international business management or maybe marketing, communication, whatever, a desk job. Mm-hmm. And then I met these guys, dance crew guys, and they were performing dancers in the Netherlands, and they invited me because I could do backflips and stuff like that because I like that. You want to be part of a crew? I'm like, I would love to be part of a crew. And that's how the dance journey started. So we went to LA in 2008. I went back again in 2009. In the meantime, I started a dance university back in the Netherlands or Amsterdam. Mm-hmm. It's called the Art and Entertainment College. After 3 years, I graduated from that. In 2011, I went back to Los Angeles for another 2 months. That's where I auditioned for my dance agency, MSA. They told me, if you want to come to the U.S., you need to get your visa. Mm-hmm. When you get your visa, you can work for us. We'll be your sponsor, et cetera, et cetera. And they told me to do the TV show, So You Think You Can Dance. So in 2012, I did the TV show, So You Think You Can Dance. Made it to the top 14, I don't know, something like that. Yeah, it was exactly what I needed because I just needed that show to get footage. Mm-hmm. And So You Think You Can Dance international, a lot of people know it. It's an American program. Mm-hmm. I think it's an American program. I don't know.
I hope so.
I know. But it will look good on your application for your visa. Because of that show, a lot of work came in within the Netherlands. And 2 years later, in 2014, Cirque du Soleil over here in Vegas reached out. They're like, hey, are you this guy from this YouTube video? I'm like, yeah, that's me. Initially, I thought it was a prank, so I didn't take it too serious.
Oh, really?
And then they sent me another email like, yo, do you want to respond to this? I'm like, oh, maybe it is serious.
Wow.
Turns out to be a serious email. They flew me in. I auditioned. I got booked. And 3 months later, I moved to Las Vegas in 2014. Did the Beatles Love Show, which unfortunately closed down last year. Did that show for almost 2 years. And then in 2016, I applied for my first O1 visa. I moved to Los Angeles, did the whole dance artist, whatever, all these kind of things back in LA. for 9 years, 8 years, 9 years, something like that. I don't know, a lot of years. And then last year, Magic Mike came up. I already did the tour in Dallas for a couple weeks, but the tour didn't survive that long, unfortunately. But at least my name was in the system. And then 2 years later, I get a phone call, or a year and a half later, like, so you're interested in moving to Vegas? I'm like, I don't know. It's that's a new adventure, but I'm down for a new adventure. And now we're here for the past year, which is crazy.
Cool.
So it's been all over the place.
Nice.
Yeah.
How do you like it?
I love it. It's great. It's great. Obviously, I miss Amsterdam. I miss LA. Vegas is a whole different. It's funny coming back to Vegas because my first city that I moved into from Amsterdam was Vegas. And then everything is still new. And you're like, whoa, I live in Las Vegas. Yeah, this is crazy. And then I moved to LA. You're like, whoa, LA is crazy. Everything is new. It is. And after a couple of years, you're like, all right, this is your normal. But then you get more accustomed to how is it to live in the United States? How is it to live in a big place like LA or like a city like Las Vegas? And now I'm coming back. Everything feels so much more grounded and so much more, oh, I know what this is. Like, we have a CVS everywhere and a Walgreens and an IHOP and a Denny's. So it's like it's not the same, but you recognize it, and nothing is like, whoa, this is all brand new and scary. So yeah.
How often you go back to Amsterdam?
Not enough. Not enough. I always try to go at least once a year, but I haven't been back in 2.5 years now because it's always busy, or it's always really expensive, or there's always something. And on the moments when every single time I'm trying to book a flight, that's the moment when all the jobs come in at the same time. So then you can't leave. And I just know that's the case. When I think about it, oh, I have a little gap in my schedule. I can go to Amsterdam. And on that moment, it's like, whoa, all right, cool.
We need you.
Guess not, because we have a job, we have a show. And I've noticed that it's a little bit of a struggle of mine, because I noticed that in the past 11 years, I prioritized career over coming back home to Amsterdam, which has been amazing, but also at the same time, you miss out on a lot of moments with the family or my Dutch friends or my Dutch family, and that's hard sometimes, because like my nephew is 11, and I think I've seen him 9 times. Right, it's stuff like that, and it's good, it's fine, we see each other on FaceTime, and I'll send him a gift, and when I'm there, it's a good time, and he knows, like, Uncle Niels, yay. But at the same time, you're not super close.
Yeah, you don't see him growing.
I'm never home with Christmas, I'm never home with New Year's, I'm never home with any of these things.
Do they come to you?
Yes, my mom comes often. My brother was here in January this year. The last time he came to the United States was 2016, something like that. But my mom comes like once a year. And if I'm in Europe with a show, not in the Netherlands, but if I'm in Spain, my mom will come out and say hi. So that works. The rest of my family, not so much, because it's hard, because I'm the only one that left. Yeah. Like, everyone is still there, and everyone has like regular life, and it's a long flight. Like, it's far away, and maybe the aspiration is not there to like, oh, I want to go to Las Vegas or Los Angeles on my holiday. I prefer to go to Spain, because that's what you do when you're in Europe.
And it's so easy, like few hours and you're already there.
You hop in the car and you drive for 12 hours and you're in Italy or something like that. So I get it's a different approach. At the same time, I also feel like it's to a certain extent, like Dutch approach. We have a saying, it's doe maar normaal, dan doe je al gek genoeg. And it means just act normal. That way you're already acting crazy enough. Because the Dutch are not known to do a bunch of crazy stuff. So it's very neutral, safe choices. Maybe that's also one of the reasons why I wanted to go. It's like, there's more than this. So, yeah, something like that.
Well, you said you missed Amsterdam. Like, what else do you miss besides family and friends?
There's certain... I don't know how to say this. In Dutch, we have a word, it's gezellig. And there's no translation for it in English. But if I have to describe it, it's a good time. It's like cozy. It's like warm. It's like a good vibe kind of feeling. Amsterdam is gezellig, and the people in Amsterdam are also gezellig, and it's a very, I don't know if community-driven place is the right thing. It's not per se, because I feel like there's community everywhere, but in my street, like, everybody knows each other. Amsterdam is a small city. Everyone is on a bicycle. Everything is close by, and like when the sun is out, everyone appreciates it. So you're gonna go outside, you're gonna run outside to a cafe or a bar, and you just dump your bicycle and you're just there, and like 4 or 5 hours go by, and that's what you do. I feel like that's what I miss the most, because that sense of certain level of community is not, I'm pretty sure it exists, but it's harder to find within the US, especially for instance in Las Vegas. Like you go to a place, and if you don't pay before you sit down, after an hour they're like, no rush, and here's the check already, and you gotta go. Like they want you out of here. Yeah, it's like, please leave. And
time is money.
Time is money. Yeah. So people don't want you to, or people don't want you to. It's not in that culture. But at the same time, you got to go everywhere by car. You have to. There's a line in order to get into a place, or it's busy, and it's not built for just be there and spending time together, or to sit on a square. Like we would do that in the summer. You just come out, sit on a square with your friends, and you're like, this is nice. And you're just outside. Nothing's happening, but it's still nice.
You're just there.
And like over here, you're just in between cars. Or ever since COVID, like parking lots are converted into a patio. There's no real patios. It's just a whole different approach. I feel like it's gotten better ever since COVID. That's the only good thing that came out of it. But other than that, I'm missing patios, and I'm missing that outside living. I don't know. It's a little tough.
Was it hard for you to make friends here?
Not really. I feel I'm a social person, but I think the Americans are very social. Like the moment you wear a hat, then everyone's like, hey Mo, nice hat, man. I love that hat. That's your favorite team? You're like, I don't even know I was wearing this team. But like those spark
just
colors.
Like the
yeah, exactly. I like the color. So here we go. But I think it's very easy to talk to people in America. So it's not hard to make friends. I think it's hard to make close friends.
Close friends. Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
I think that is hard, and just in general. But I also think it's tough because I was not being dropped into the US, but when I was 24, I turned 25 when I moved there, whatever. In 2014, when I moved, you're a 25-year-old man who doesn't know more than the country that you're from, or that the city that you're from, because that's what you know. And you're just dropped into this Las Vegas. You don't know anything about social security numbers and anything. Cultures are completely different, and you don't even realize yet how different it is. It sparks all these conversations, but you're also older. Like a lot of friends that you have from your home country have grown throughout the years, like organically, because you hang out with 3 people, but they have friends, and those become your friends and whatever. But when you're dropped in a different country, it's like, I'm like, good luck.
Right.
And you're like, all right, so do I just invite these people over to my house? Like, hey, man, you want me to cook for you guys? Like, I don't know. Like,
or bring cookies to your neighbors?
Exactly. Like, knock on every door and bring cookies or stuff like this. You get a different sense. And I think the older you get, the harder it is to, like, make friends or find friends, because everyone has their own rhythm. Everyone has their own life. And it's different when you're younger. So it wasn't hard. I think I have a good community with like good friends and good people around me. And they're all over the world, like not just America. They're from any kind of place. So it wasn't hard, but finding the good people and the core people, and you don't even know yet what your core people are, except when time passes.
Okay.
And now after 11 years, I'm like, I got these people. So yeah, it took me a little bit, but it wasn't hard.
And actually, you have a good English. It helps too.
Yes.
Compared to other immigrants.
I mean, listen, I had to work hard on that because when I came in, I'm like, can I please have 2 waters? Thank you. It was hard, and I noticed that, taxi drivers, or because there was no Uber yet back then, people would take advantage of you because you have an accent. Because people think you are less smart.
And you have no idea.
And you're like, I graduated so many things, like I'm actually smart. And so I made it a habit of analyzing when people would speak English and just like see and whatever their mouth is doing or how they. So I was practicing every day trying to the point where I was over Americanizing words. People look at me like, that's not how you pronounce that word. I'm like, sorry, I'm trying. But I noticed a difference in how people treat me when my English got better to the point than when my English was still pretty. It was never shitty, but there was definitely an accent.
So and they could tell.
And you could tell, and based on that, you get treated differently. I still have an accent. It's still there. And it comes out, and I feel like I hear this all the time. When people don't know where I'm from, they don't think I have an accent. The moment they just think that's how I speak English. But the moment I tell them I'm from Amsterdam or that I'm not from here and I'm here on a visa, suddenly it's like, oh, there's an accent there. I'm like, it was there 10 minutes ago as well. Nothing changed, but you just didn't notice. But now you put like 2 and 2 together, like, oh, this guy does have an accent. Interesting. And I think there was even during the show, because I have to speak Dutch during the show. And on that moment, someone after the show walked to me like, I think I hear an accent. I'm like, girl, I just spoke a full-blown different language. That's not an accent different. That's a whole different. And I'm like, all right, what the hell?
She just wanted to talk to you.
I know. I'm like, well, let's take a picture and leave. All right, cool, bye. It was a funny moment, but yeah.
But you think people treat you differently? Like, you feel it's just for you or for every immigrant?
I think it's for every immigrant. Like, I think because sometimes, and I don't mean that in like in a bad way, but when you get in an Uber, I always have a conversation with the Uber driver. And 9 times out of 10, it's someone that's been like, oh, I've been here in the U.S. for the last 25 years. But their accent is still thick. Whoa.
Yep.
I understand it's hard to get an accent out of your system because that's what you're used to. And it doesn't just disappear. And also depending on, probably if I had my Dutch family in the U.S. and I would come home and switch to Dutch every single time, it would stay alive longer.
Yes.
But I was just by myself at home.
Yeah.
I speak to American people, and there was a moment where I had to make a conscious choice in LA to not just hang out with the Dutch people, because I didn't move to the United States just to hang out with the Dutch people.
Yep.
But it feels safe. It's community. And there was a moment like, I need to broaden my horizon and just... And on that moment, you notice like more jobs are coming in, your circle gets bigger, and like, damn, it's working.
Yeah.
But yes, I think for everybody, I think for all immigrants, people would treat you different because you cannot figure out what word to say, or maybe because you speak English with less confidence than you would do in your native tongue. People feel that lack of confidence, and they're like, I can't take this person serious. Or you're like, this person is dumb.
Right.
When it's not accurate in any kind of way. I'm like, yo, I speak 3 languages. What are you talking about? How many languages do you speak? Just because I'm struggling with finding this word for escalator doesn't mean I'm stupid.
Exactly. That's what I feel. You know how smart I am in my language?
Exactly. I'm so smart and funny in my own language. And I feel like it's a weird concept maybe, but I think to a certain extent, we all have a little bit of different personality in our different language.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just saying it's different.
Yeah, psychologically, you have
Yes.
different personalities
Yes,
when you
I
speak different
believe that.
languages. Yeah,
I believe that.
What do you think when you speak English? You're like what?
I don't know. I think I can be more myself with Dutch, and I think I'm a little bit more. I'm a pretty sarcastic person. I think in Dutch it's really sarcastic, and in English I can't do that as much because you come off like an asshole. And also, the level of sarcasm from the UK or Europe or Germany or the Netherlands or whatever is a completely different sarcasm than in the US. So if you say something, people will look at you and they're like, "You're a dick." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"I'm just joking." And I've definitely gotten in trouble so many times with that. So I've learned to filter more and understand better what a situation is. So yeah, I think I'm more dry in Dutch, and I think in English I'm more. I'm always this anyway, even in Dutch, but a little bit
More
less.
softer.
Yeah.
Do you feel like
100%.
people here are more sensitive?
Oh, 100%. 1,000%. Yes, way more sensitive, but I also think it's a beautiful thing because that means that people care what you're saying and people care what they say. Like you hear it often with, you need to be careful with the stuff that you say because that will determine your own energy or your future or whatever. If you keep talking down on yourself, like you're going to believe that. I do think it's hilarious to say, "Fuck my life," whatever. And I don't mean it in that type of way. Like instead of like living la vida loca, I would say living la vida broca. But clearly that doesn't mean I want to be broke. I'm like, I don't have any money. Like, we're out here to get this money. Let's go. But I understand the thoughts behind it. But I think within the Netherlands we have, and that's a funny thing because I repost all these things on my story about Dutch things we think is normal in Dutch. But in the Netherlands, when you hang out with someone and afterwards you say, "Hey, I had a great time. You want to do this again?" We expect you to be honest. You don't have to keep my feelings in check in any kind of way. You just say, "Hey, I actually don't want to hang out anymore." And on that moment, I'm like, "Yo, thank you for saying that. Have a great life. I don't know if I'm going to see you." There's no bad feelings.
Right.
We just didn't have a good time. But if you say, "Oh my God, yes, totally. Let's hang out after," and I never hear from you, I'm going to have a grudge. And I'm going to be mad at you because that means you lied to me on that moment. Like if you tell me like, "Hey, you come in like, "Oh, I went to the barber and they look at your haircut." In the Netherlands, we would tell you
It's
immediately,
awful. Right.
"Your haircut is not good." Like, you sure about that? But then the US, people are like, "Oh my God,
I love your haircut.
you got a haircut." At the same time, being so much socially smarter about situations because they're able to see the thing, be like, "Oh, I'm not going to hurt this person's feelings. Clearly you made this choice. Who am I to tell you that your haircut is shit? If you love it, who am I to tell you my opinion doesn't matter?"
Right.
I think within Europe or within the Netherlands, we can learn a lot from these things. But I think, again, nothing is better or not good.
Right.
We can both learn from this situation.
Each other, right?
And I think I'm getting to a place where I'm starting to understand this and where I'm trying to live in a happy medium. Sometimes I miss, but
Really?
100%.
I think you're so nice.
Thanks. I mean, yes, I will always be nice, but what I'm striving for is being nice, polite, but honest about things. And I also want people to know in general, like, hey, if there's some, like, tough, how to explain this? For instance, if you would ask me for feedback, I would want you to know that I rather tell you the truth and you can actually do something with that feedback because I expect the same from you when it comes to me. If I'm coming over here like, "Yo, man, I'm trying to bring up this whole situation and look at this, what I did." And someone's like, "Yeah, that's amazing, super cool idea." And it's the dumbest idea ever. please tell me, because I would expect the same way, because you don't go forward in life. But also at the same time, you can only do that with close friends, because like people that are not that close, they were like, oh, great for you that you're doing that. Love the color of your car, even though they don't like it. Like it's such a tough little gray area-ish, but I respect, I would love it, the honesty and the good feedback, because I think you actually gain something from it than someone is just agreeing with whatever you're doing, even though it's the dumbest thing ever. You're like, all right, this is not great.
Same for me, because I feel like if you're being honest, you like care about me.
Yes.
Because if you don't, like, you just whatever, everything is nice.
Like, just whatever, everything's nice, great, nice. And like you don't, there's no like real feeling with it. And like I feel if you're being honest, there's at least a feeling with it, a level of care, and I appreciate that level of care. And I think that's the thing within the Netherlands. Like people will tell you, because they care about you and about their opinion to the point where it's not healthy. But
sometimes a little too much.
Your opinion doesn't matter. But now with the internet, everyone has an opinion and everything matters. So that's another thing. But I think there's a happy medium in here, and every day I am figuring it out. I think I'm in a decent spot.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean sometimes I miss, and sometimes if I make a joke, I say something rude, but because I think it's funny, and then it lands wrong, and it's just, that's an asshole move. I'm like, yes, but I don't mean it. I'm actually, my intentions are good, just because I say something a little asshole way, and that's sometimes tough. So if you really know me, you're like, it's fine. If you don't really know me, you're like,
now I know.
I don't like this guy. I don't like this guy. Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I don't know, maybe with other people you do something. But with me, I've never experienced anything bad with you.
No. But I feel like, how you say that, it's because I think you can tell that my intention is good. So even if I say something like, if I don't see you for like 7 days, I'm like, well, where the hell have you been? And you're like, well, I was busy. I'm like, well, fuck that. You should be here. And you're like, whoa, that's kind of rude. But at the same time, you feel like, clearly you say this because you didn't see me for a couple days. And we missed each other hanging around or having conversations at work or whatever. Instead of like, whoa, Niels really said I should fuck whatever I'm doing right now and show up to work? That's such a rude thing to say. Because I think people understand the intention as well, and it's just joking around and a little bit of healthy banter. But yeah.
But not always.
But not always.
Yeah. But at the same time, I have that feeling too. And sometimes I feel like people are being fake.
100%.
And yeah, I feel like sometimes people, I don't know, it's just the culture, I guess. They like to do compliments and all that.
Yeah.
But
which it's great.
It's
and
great,
I think we can use that in general.
Yes.
And I always have this comparison. Like if you walk on the street in the US or anywhere in America, and if you're like, hey man, nice outfit, I'm like, yo, thank you very much. And they keep it moving. If I do that in the Netherlands, yo man, nice hat. Someone's like, what the fuck are you talking to me?
What do you need from me?
Yeah, they're like, no, I don't have money. Right. But if you talk to someone on the street in the United States, you're like, hey, how do you feel about insert like a sensitive subject? On that moment in the US, someone shuts down. Like, hey, I'm not comfortable talking about this. So you create a little situation. But if you pull that same prank when someone in the Netherlands like, hey, how do you feel about our political situation right now? This person's like, well, thank you for asking. Let's have this conversation right now. I've been waiting on this my entire... You're like, holy shit. And again, it's not something is better or worse. It's just something we can learn from each other. Where small talk is good. Serious talk is also good, depending on your level of being comfortable.
True.
But yeah, I do get, because my energy is always high, and sometimes my energy is low because I also go through things in life that I get a little maybe sad or I'm tired or whatever. But more than often I get that people, when they just meet me and I'm like high energy and comfortable with them and whatever, and people think I'm being fake and I'm just putting up an act. When I'm like, this is really who I am as a person, because I thrive on good energy, being open book, sharing things, listening, or being excited for you. And some people think Niels is fake. I'm like, shit, really? Just because I'm super excited, like all the time? And sometimes that annoys people because I'm this
because you're happy all
jolly,
the time.
happy, good energy. And they're like, that can't be real. Like, how can you always be like, clearly I'm not always like that.
I mean, you always.
Not
like 99%.
right. 99%, that's what I mean. But like 99% of the time, yes. Also when I like being around people. But, and this is tough because me liking to be around people doesn't mean my social battery does not die. Like my social battery still dies. And there is moments where I'm at a party or maybe a birthday or whatever, and I have an X amount of interaction. We talk and it's great and whatever. There's going to be a point where it's like,
yeah, you need the recharge.
fuck, I need to go. And on that moment when I come home, like there's moments, sometimes on my weekends, like I don't leave the house. I'm just watching Netflix, playing some video games, waking up, doing nothing. And that feeds my battery. Like I'm like, this is what I needed. Go to the gym, put my earplugs in. I don't talk to anybody for 24 hours straight. Like to the point I can't even remember the last time I was like, damn, I haven't talked to anybody all day. I haven't used my voice. Like I'm just texting where that's what it is. But then to ChatGPT, I'm like, hey, ChatGPT, what are we doing today? That's the only way I would use my voice on that day. But just because I need to recharge my social battery. So because I choose this dynamic, sometimes people would think, oh, Niels' energy might be fake because it's always like this when he's around people. I'm like, yes, and when I'm home and I don't talk to anybody, leave me alone. It's tough, but yes.
It happens like to all of us.
Yes.
Like I never show when I'm sad or angry or mad or something. It's just inside, somewhere inside.
Yeah.
But I will never show on my face that something is wrong. Right. I'll be always the same person to everyone.
And we appreciate that. And thank you. That's why you're always bubbly and happy and around us. But I think it's a good thing. I don't think it's a fake thing. Like why would I burden you with all my stuff that's going on and that's also something that I'm learning and whatever. There's been moments where I just call someone and just dump whatever I'm going through, dumping on them instead of, hey, do you have the capacity to like accept my trauma dumping or my emotional dumping right now? And I notice that now more than often I'm just checking like, yo, do you have a moment? Like I need
can
this.
I talk?
Can I talk? And on that moment, I hope people would say, no, I'm not in the position. I'm like, this is great.
So
I'll talk to you later. Or that it would say like, yes, I'm totally available for you right now. And that's also a boundary that I'm practicing myself as well, where I'm always, if someone wants to vent or whatever, I'm listening. But also to the point where sometimes I don't have the capacity, but I don't want to say no because I don't want to make you feel bad or disappoint you. But I have to practice as well to sometimes saying no just for my battery protection. Like, hey, I would love to listen to you right now. Can we do this later at another moment? Because I don't have the capacity right now. And I'm getting better at it, but it's tough. But it's a journey.
I see. Is it just you like as a person or all of you guys like that?
No, I think it's me as a person. I think I always make jokes about the Netherlands, how this sounds so rude. I'm going to say some rude shit right now.
Say it. Go ahead.
Oh, let's get canceled. No, I'm kidding. I think when it comes to emotions, we are just in general colder people. Not like rude or not like fuck your emotions or fuck your feelings, but in a way of if there's maybe if you would tell someone over here like, hey, my dog died, people are like, oh my God, I'm so sorry that happened. But in the Netherlands, it's more like a logical approach. Your dog dies. Yeah, he was 17 years old.
Yeah,
it was about to happen. I'm like,
Thank you.
Well, how old is he? 17. He got hit by a car. It happens. Anyway, you want some water? Like, I don't know, like something like this. But like these moments happen a lot within the Netherlands. And people are like, yeah.
That sucks.
It sucks, but that's kind of that's how as far as it goes. But when over here in the US, it's very, oh my God, like I'm so sorry. Like, do you need something? It's also tough because you don't know if this do you need something is actually I'm going to get you something. Or is that a moment of polite where you also have to counter polite it, where you're like, no, I'm good. Because you will see what kind of friend this person is. Like, oh my God, do you need something? And you're like, yes, I really do need this. And this person's like, oh fuck, no, I have to go get it. Don't offer it if you don't really want to.
Right.
But it's this one-upping of politeness, which is tough. But I think things like this is again, we can learn something from all those things. But within the Netherlands, it's more neutral. Yes, people get sad and we feel the emotions, but it turns less into a reality TV situation where, oh my God, this happened. This is crazy. Instant cry, instant whatever. It's more like internal. You feel the feelings, but you keep it internal. And over here, it's more letting it go.
Right. But if it's something serious and you talk to someone,
yes,
they will get involved.
They will get involved. They are there for you. Don't get me wrong. I just don't think that they're gonna cry with you or go through this whole thing where it's like, oh my God, I can't believe this. I feel so sorry for you. And like, it won't be like that.
So they will do actually what they need to do.
They do what they need
just
to do.
With words, not with
not with a bunch of expressions. Like all these hands that are happening are not none of that's happening. And you'll get a hug and you'll be like, yep, it's going to be okay. But you know, they are there for you. It's just in a different way. It's in a different way.
Got it.
And you know, it comes back in so many things, because in the US, if someone lives in Chicago or in LA or New York, you hop on a flight to go to your family and whatever. In the Netherlands, if you got to drive for 50 minutes, that's a far drive. 50 minutes?
Whoa!
Holy 50 minutes! That's far. Like,
See what I did for you?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm not going to drive 50 minutes for you. Like, I drive to work for 30 minutes. Like, just that alone. But yeah, it's just funny how things are. But it all comes to perspectives as well, because my entire country is 2 hours north to south and 1 hour from east to west. And that's it. It's done.
That's cute.
If someone says I'm going on tour in the Netherlands, I'm like, well, I'll see you in the next city in 30 minutes.
I can see you there.
Yeah, like, I can go back and forth in one day.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
That's cool.
Yeah. I mean, is it cool?
I think it is. It's not like you have to travel days.
I know. You don't, I know. But like, I feel like there's something cool about it. Like, I don't know, like when I was on tour in Spain last year, I was there for the summer. It's beautiful. It's hot and whatever. Of course, when we go from all the way to north of Spain to south of Spain, we'll take a flight. But within that, we're in the tour bus. And it's like 6 hours on the tour bus, and there's a completely new scenery. If you go from, I don't know, A Coruña to Marbella or whatever, and you're like, wow, this is cool. But in the Netherlands, it's the same. It's just the same thing.
And the same scenario.
And
right?
the same, like, oh, cows, cool. And windmills, this is awesome. Tulips over there, cool. And everything's below sea level. This is great.
It is cute.
I know.
Like
it's
every
cute.
country has something about it.
I'm just talking shit on my own country. I like it there. It's fine.
I like it too.
Yeah.
And Amsterdam, I don't know. I don't remember who I was telling it, but when I was there, I feel like houses looks like cookies or waffles. No, because they're like
in Amsterdam?
Yes.
I mean, I guess.
They're so like rectangles, right?
Yes.
Everywhere.
Because they're so narrow.
Yeah. And it looks like a cookie, not the Oreo cookie.
Right. I mean, that would be funny if the houses look like Oreo cookies. But I know what you're saying. I know. You're not wrong. I see what you're saying. It's just funny to hear it because I never looked at it like that ever in my life.
I didn't want to offend anyone.
Trust me, we're not offended.
I
On
think
behalf of all Dutch people, we're not offended.
actually, do you guys have Dutch community here in Vegas or LA?
In LA, for sure. There's a whole, this is how old I am. We have a whole Facebook page called Dutchies in LA. And that's where we're
I'm
all
old
like,
too.
I know. I know some Dutch people in Vegas as well. Not as many, but there's some. And also within the Cirque du Soleil circuit, within the industry. And I think even when I moved to the US, when I moved to Vegas in 2014, I had one of my coworkers and friends was already in the MJ1 show. And like 3 weeks after I moved, my other friend moved for the MJ1 show as well. And we just worked on like a music video together in Amsterdam. In LA, there's a bunch of Dutch dancers that do really well. I think one of my Dutch friends, he's performing with J-Lo at Caesars.
Nice.
Who else have we got? Dutch people. We got a lot of Dutch people.
Really?
Yeah. And like they do pretty freaking well.
Nice.
There's I don't know if you remember that song. Jeremiah and Natalie LaRose, they have a song together. I want to dance with somebody.
I know the song.
Yes. And they did a little like cover from that and created into their own song. Like they sampled the whole thing. But when I walk into Zara, that song is still playing on the background. I'm like, that's my friend.
Yay.
We used to have swimming class together when we were like 8 years old. And now we still meet again 20 years later in LA. Like she lived across the street from me. Like it's so crazy how small this whole
Sometimes,
industry.
yeah.
And especially coming from the Netherlands, it's such a small country. And to have your people so close by, you're like, oh, wait a minute. This is actually crazy. And I've known you for so long. And that's how we have a little community. And like when I live there, we celebrate Christmas together, or maybe we come together for Easter. Like let's all do a thing. And it's just like 20, 25 of us. Like,
that's
it's nice.
cool.
Yeah, it's nice.
25,
cool.
it's not like, it's a lot.
Yeah, and that's like close for like everybody knows each other.
Oh,
and
wow.
everyone is from the same type of area and the same type of like, we know each other. Outside of like when it comes to like the Dutchies in LA, it may be like 200 or 300 people that you don't really know. Like you heard of them or maybe you've seen them, but 25 people that you know, worked with, celebrated birthday, like that's special.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't have that in Vegas yet. Maybe one day.
Maybe one day. Yeah, I know Vegas is a little bit different. And I feel like even inside of your community here, it's a little bit different. Like I feel like Vegas vibes are
it's different.
different. Yeah, people just stay by themselves.
Yes. Oh, I 100%. Because it's, again, like you don't have I think the place where it's a little different is if you go to the Uncommons, like Southwest. Like that seems like a little community. There's like a little square, everyone eats there, and like you can bring your stuff and whatever. But other than that, you're in a car, you go to the hotel. Or you're in a car and you go to a restaurant. You're in a car and you do whatever.
Yeah, and people don't hang out here.
No.
I'm like, why?
It's too hot or too cold.
No, not true.
I'm messing with you.
I know. I don't know how you guys do it, but we used to hang out at home, like at our houses, like go to the park or just the playground.
Yes.
And do you know that Russians eat sunflower?
I thought you were going to do something else. I'm like, what kind of drugs are you talking about? I'm kidding.
So we just take some snacks and we would chit chat for like hours.
Right. Yes.
But here is impossible.
Yeah, because the parks are not great.
No, some parks are great.
I mean, the parks the parks at home are amazing.
Yeah, they're different.
Parks, I feel like in anywhere in Europe, a park is nice. Like you want to go there and sit there and you make it a thing. You bring a basket, maybe bring a bottle of wine. I don't drink, by the way, but you'll bring something and just, that's what I would do in Amsterdam. The weather's beautiful. I'm like, yo, we're going to hang out at the park. You down? I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm down. Let's go. All right, bring this and this. And you just hang out for 2 hours and that's it. Over here, you don't do that.
Or maybe we're just too old.
I don't even think so.
Maybe it's just new generation. They don't do that.
I don't think so. Honestly, I think this new generation would do that way more because like going out to clubs is not as popular anymore. It's less. It's way too expensive anyway. But I think it's being less. Like even in LA, like a lot of clubs are not what it used to be. And I think a lot of people spend more time together with each other doing whatever they want to be doing. or even like online playing video games or
online, yes.
Yeah, online is
actually
huge. But in person, not so
really.
much. There's less space in I think Vegas to like do something like that. Just like I said, parks in general in the US. Unless you go to like a national park and really go like hike Yosemite or something like that. But if I go to freaking Desert Breeze Park over here, what? I'm not.
I would go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down, but it doesn't come up as often. And also because it's not like a walkable thing. It's not cute around there. It's not. If I go to Vondelpark in Amsterdam, first of all, I'll grab the bicycle and I'll just bike right in there. And like, I know my friends are somewhere at the pond over there. You just toss your bicycle on the floor, walk over there. Everyone's playing music, maybe barbecue, some alcohol out. Like you can't have alcohol in the park. Like that's illegal, if I'm correct.
Yeah, it's illegal.
Yeah.
I think.
So people are already not going to do that. And for some reason, there's homeless people in parks.
Doing all stuff.
Doing all kind of stuff. They're like, all right, this is definitely not safe. I'm not gonna do that. But I think in general, people are more on their own over here.
That's why I asked you so many times, are you sure? Are you sure? Because I was like, no way he's coming. You know, I'm so used to people are canceling like last minute. Yeah.
I was like, this girl really wants me to be, I'm like, are you okay? Really. I'm down. Just tell me the place and time. But a lot of people flake. The older I get, the more I get it. And I think it's a good thing to a certain extent.
Explain, please.
Because again, it goes back to this whole boundary thing. Like you got to choose yourself sometimes. I understand like when you make an appointment and whatever, it's a whole thing. But in that moment, if you're like, yo, I physically, emotionally cannot do it. That's tough.
Yeah, I understand. I don't blame.
Right.
It's just, I'm so used to it, so I don't even believe when people really do it, you know? Right. Like, oh wow, so easy.
I made it. Right. No, but I get it. But it's this, it's tough because I don't want to play devil's advocate on that either. And I have too much empathy at the same time because I understand even though I think it's rude or it's annoying or it's like, fuck. Like, damn, like, are you going to come? Yes. This time? Amazing. Somewhere at the same time, like how shitty would it be if 2 hours before I'm supposed to be here, I'm like, sorry, I'm not coming out anymore.
It happens.
Yeah, it happens, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And it happens all the time. But the fact you're already anticipating it means that it went wrong too many times.
Too many times. And it's not just with podcasts. It's in general.
It's in life.
You're like, let's do something. Let's hang out. How you said, right? And if you don't mean it, don't say it because I might expect something from you. It's just, I want to see you again. Yeah. And that's why I might plan something or, but if you're just saying to be nice, like just don't say it.
Exactly. And that's the whole thing. Cause somewhere, if you just say to be nice, it's not nice. And it's a tough balance because you're saying to be nice because you don't want to be rude. But if you say it and you're like, yeah, sure, and you don't do it, then it becomes rude. And you take away the niceness from the initial thing because then it's not nice. Right. It's tough. And that's why sometimes it's better to be straight up about it. Be like, hey, no, I'm not going to do that right now. Right. Maybe it sounds rude when I say no, but at least nobody's like waiting for you or expecting it to happen.
Exactly. And
then you're like, oh, all right. This is all good. This is fine.
That's why it's not like I'm going to be mad at you or I'm offended. It's just I save my time and you save your time. That's fine. Totally fine. It doesn't mean anything. Just tell me the truth. What you really think, right?
No, but that's the whole thing. But that's sometimes when you are being honest or when you're being an open book or whatever or say something what you really think. Just because you have a certain thought, that doesn't mean it's rude per se, even if the other person doesn't agree with it. But I think nowadays we live in such a society where if we talk to each other, I'm like, oh yeah, I love my blue shoes, and someone will be like, oh, so you hate red? Like that's the initial thought is like, oh, that means you hate red. Like, no, I just really like my blue shoes. That's all. Nothing wrong with it. Yeah. Oh, what's wrong with green? Fuck, there's nothing wrong with green either.
I haven't said
anything about any of these colors you're bringing up. But And that comes to people don't want to disappoint people. So they're going to be nice up front. But you're going to disappoint people if you're being nice up front, but you don't really mean it.
Right.
Then you're going to disappoint them anyway. So might as well do the initial disappointment. And on that moment, someone is not disappointed because I would assume and hope so, they would appreciate the honesty because you know where you stand, you know what's going on. So,
but I think it's not like everyone think this way.
100%. That's why we have this problem to
right?
begin with.
Yes. And usually when I talk to immigrants, we all understand each other.
Right.
But when I speak to Americans, they're like, why? Like, why you need to be so mean or rude? Like, I'm like, no.
No, it's not. I'm not being mean or rude. No, but it's like a certain level of straightforwardness. And that is, it's not good or bad. It's just different. And to a certain extent, like, you know, we grew up in a certain type of way. We understand these things and we appreciate different things. And, you know, when you go to, probably if you go to Asia or Latin America, it's going to be a whole different situation as well.
For sure.
That we have no idea about because we can only see the things where we're coming from. And then it all comes back to perspectives. And I think the moment you are open and have empathy and try to understand as many perspectives as possible, you can get to a certain place, but you can only do that when you're aware of that or when you're ready of that. And not everybody is ready for it, which is not a bad thing. It just means you didn't see it yet, or like you forgot, or you don't know. And you can't be mad at people for not knowing something. You can only be mad at people if they're like refuse to know something. You're like, well, this is.
Or if they know it, they don't do it like on purpose.
Exactly. And you don't know if this person doing this on purpose or they really don't know.
True.
Yes, and that's really tough because we never know because it's people. Yeah, but I think energy doesn't lie.
True.
And you know you can figure
okay, so we know we need to be honest with Dutch people.
Please.
What else? What else do we need to know about you guys?
What else do we need to know about the Dutch people? We love bicycles. We know that. We love
Is it true
tulips.
that you have more bicycles in a country than a population?
100%.
Really?
Oh, hands down. I think we had 6 bicycles, and this was a family of 4.
Oh, really?
Where I'm from, yes. And then I don't even want to know the amount of bicycles that are laying in the freaking canals in Amsterdam alone. Like how many people just like flip them and they're just in the water. So yes, I 100% because everyone has a bicycle. I had a bicycle in LA, and it got stolen.
Of course. Not surprised.
Fuck, it was an electric bike too.
Aww.
I was charging my battery inside, so I know someone had a hard time trying to get that electric bike without a battery out because it's so heavy without the battery. So I'm like just pushing it through the streets. I'm like, motherfucker, how dare you?
But they still.
Yeah. We love tulips. We love cheese.
Competition with Italy? With the cheese?
I mean, I don't even know. It's a whole different type of cheese.
Yeah, it's different. I know. But people always talk about like which is better.
Really?
Yeah.
I wasn't even aware of this.
Yeah. I was getting ready for this podcast, so I was learning about Netherlands.
Right.
And they would say they always compare with Italy for the best cheese.
Really? Damn. I don't even think the Dutch people know.
Think so?
We're just sowing our own. We're just sowing our own.
Like
world.
we don't care. We only eat our cheese.
All right, we listen. We care about us. Then that's what we do. Because we're always convinced that not true. But we're always like, no, we're the Dutch. Like we know how shit works. Everybody sucks. We do it the best way. Because I think our country does decently okay. I think we have Dutch cheese. The cheese is really good, great. Our tulips are great. Bicycles are great. I think like our healthcare is decent. School system is pretty good. We got good schools. I think art, yes, art, the same. I think we, as the Dutch, we have a lot of great things. I understand our history is not that great because I think we pulled a lot of shit back in the day. Not we, because I have nothing to do with this. Nothing to do with it. But I understand that the Dutch were assholes back in the day and a lot of freaking trading all over the world, which was not okay. Like the Dutch were assholes and they were everywhere, even though we're the smallest country in the world. But aside from that, I think the Dutch has plenty of achievements. We got great DJs all over the world. We got great dancers that are living in Vegas currently. We have great dancers. We got talented people and like a group of working hard people. And I think the country functions. I think stuff works. It's not perfect, but I think we strive for, we're trying to help everybody. That's why we got free healthcare to a certain extent, free school system to a certain extent. And it's still good. And it's still, I think I'm very, and I hate to say that because everyone is always so thankful and so grateful for everything. So I'm a little bit allergic to that, but I'm happy that I grew up in the Netherlands and have that down to earth thing from the Netherlands, that safe environment to grow up in where you learn so many things and you are experiencing so many different things, and while being in a safe area, because the Netherlands is ranked one of the safest countries in the world. And I feel that. And I still feel when I'm back home, I still feel super safe. And also when it comes to my career or where do I go when I'm not dancing anymore. Within the Netherlands, I would feel safe. And I think within the US, there's always a level of uncertainty. There's always a level of stress.
What happens if?
What happens if? What happens if? And you don't know. Are you going to get sued by someone? Are you, like, you don't know. You don't know what's going to happen. And that level of uncertainty, I feel like in Europe in general, is not a real, like, it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
You're going to be fine. In what kind of way? You're going to be okay. Over here in the US, I don't know.
You have to work hard and plan every single day.
Plan every single thing. It breaks my heart. Like if I go to a big store, like if I go to Walmart and I see one of these greeters and they're like 72, 75 and they still need to have a job because clearly I don't know their history. I don't know how people get in the position that they're in. I'm not saying it's their fault, but the fact that it's necessary for that, or the fact that there is so many homeless people in LA, it's crazy. Over here, you see them too. Isn't there a village in Las Vegas, like underneath in the tunnels?
I don't know if it's true.
There's a whole thing, right? Yeah, I knew it. I looked this whole thing up and I was like, there's a whole underground community of people that don't have a home. And it's wild. If you Google it, it's insane. But like in the Netherlands, we don't have that. Because if most homeless people in the Netherlands or in Amsterdam, they live that by choice because you don't have to. Over here, I think a lot of homeless people don't live it by choice, or like so many veterans that became home. Like, how is that even possible? And
well, medical bills.
Oh my God. Let's not even go. I got hit by a car in 2020 on my motorcycle. This person made an illegal left turn, didn't see me, crossed double line, did everything illegal. I tried to avoid this person, still hit the rear door with my motorcycle. I flew. I did a whole front flip over a Range Rover, landed like 20 feet later. I got taken to the hospital. I was in the hospital for 45 minutes. I was taken with an ambulance. The bill came in, $87,000 for these medical bills. All they did was transport me to the hospital. I got taken for an X-ray and an MRI. And then they're like, all right. And I had to talk to some police guys while I was like laying there like this. I had nothing. I have a little scar on my knee and my hips were bruised for a couple months, but I had nothing crazy. I still can't believe it was this high. I had to get a lawyer. I had to sue this lady, but her insurance was not good enough. So that sucked. So we had to sue. I don't know if that's technically correct. I think we sued my insurance as well. So that way we can get more. Luckily I had an extra cover on my insurance, so I would be able to get more money to pay for all these things. So I had to go to, I don't even know why I had to go to a chiropractor to get checked out. Like, what does a chiropractor got to do with me being in pain or with bruised bones? But these bills were ranked like was racking up to the point where I'm like $100,000 in debt to whatever. But this is all part of normal.
Right.
Clearly, I won the case against whatever because I was not in the wrong. Everyone got paid. I got a new motorcycle. I got paid for my pain and suffering. Everyone got what they had to do. But there were still some leftover bills that came in too late from the hospital from certain doctors. So I called my lawyer. I'm like, hey, there's still like $3,000 left. And they're like, oh yeah, well, the case is already closed. So I'm like, oh shit, what do I got to do? Well, you got to call them and ask them if they can lower your bills. I'm like, what? I can just call people, call a hospital and be like, hi, my name is Niels van den Heuvel, and can you please lower my bill? And they're like, sure. They're like, well, now it's at $1,300. I'm like, yes. And they're like, how does $750 sound? I'm like, can you go lower? Like, I don't know how this works. And they're like, how about $675? I'm like, I'll take it. I don't freaking know. And it worked. And I'm like, oh, all right. Well, here's my credit card information,
right.
Which I give over the phone.
Yes.
What do you mean I give my credit card information over the phone?
I feel so strange
this
about
goes against everything that I've learned my entire life. You don't share the last 3 digits on your card with anybody.
Yes.
And I'm over here like, well, it's this and this and this. What is happening? Lowered my bills. I don't even know what I paid for.
For something.
But I know it worked. And so I did it for 3 doctors. So instead of $3,000, I paid $1,400. It's a win. But still, it was a loss because why do I have to do this to begin with? I don't understand how a piece of Band-Aid, like a piece of Band-Aid costs whatever it costs. It should cost 27 cents. But depending on which hospital you go to, I'm like, well, you had 3 Band-Aids, so that's $72. I'm like, how is this a thing?
Put the
3 Band-Aids? What?
Yeah.
It's insane. And people just like, let's see, the wind comes from northeast today, and it's 72 degrees outside. Your medical bill is going to be $172.03. Thank you.
Bye.
But tomorrow it can be $50,000 if you're lucky or unlucky. Whatever.
I don't know how they decide trust.
What is this? It's insane.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how it is in Russia or Georgia.
No, it's free.
Thank you.
Everything is free.
Everything is free.
All right.
And nobody's stressed out.
Yes. That's the main thing that I'm scared of here.
Yeah.
If something happens, accident, like, what should I tell them? Like, don't take me to the hospital. Do I have insurance? Or
Don't worry, I'll Uber. It's fine.
I have no idea what to do.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't know. It's really wild. And yeah, it's tough. And for the longest time, I had like this world insurance from the Netherlands. So because I was always touring with artists and whatever. But within the world insurance, there was no copay or no deductibles.
Perfect.
Which is great.
This is how it's supposed to be.
Thank you. I was like, that's how it's supposed to be. I know in the Netherlands, my healthcare, it does have a deductible. It's like 375 euros in the year.
Wow.
So probably if you go to one doctor, you're there.
Worth it.
You're good. So after that, you can just go to the doctor's man. You're like, well, my hip really hurt. I really want to go. At the same time, I have to say, if you go to a Dutch doctor and you're like, yo, my throat's really hurting. And they're like, well, if you're still alive next week, come back.
Drink more tea.
Yeah, so they're like, oh, no, you're fine. And you're like, no, I need antibiotics. They're like, no. I don't know if that's over here. It's so easy to get antibiotics for everything. But back at home, they're like,
nope.
Which I think is a good thing because I think now with all the antibiotics are like quadruple strength. Like more antibiotics. And meanwhile, these diseases are getting stronger and stronger because they find a way to get past it. So it's this whole insane cycle and it's being kept alive. What was this? A couple of years ago, I got sick. I got tonsillitis, but apparently like you shouldn't be getting. You shouldn't get antibiotics for that or something like that. It just vanishes. So I'm over here popping mad pills. I'm like, yeah, this is great. And my mom's a nurse. My mom's like, you don't need this at all. But then at the same time, 2 months ago when I was in Chile, I had a show with Ricky Martin over there. I got food poisoning, but like bad. In the Netherlands, when you have food poisoning, we don't do like the IV stuff and whatever. But in Chile, I had never been in a worse condition ever in my life. And the doctor that came through was like, we're going to give you an IV. And my mom was like, you just got to drink chicken broth and water and electrolytes and eat a banana. I'm like, Mom, I'm about to die. Like, this is not good. And Mom was like, no, it can't be that bad. And like, meanwhile, the tour manager was over there, was on the phone with my mom. He's like, Niels' mom, your son is not doing great. And I got like 5 IVs of just with antibiotics and electrolytes and whatever. And he looked at me, he was like, you look like The Walking Dead in person. It was not good. But it's just such a difference in culture because in the Netherlands, it's so down to earth, almost to the point where it's like, well, you know, but did you die?
Yeah.
You didn't.
Be fine.
You'll be fine. So it's such I don't know. It's such an interesting approach. And again, like I said, it's nothing. It's better or worse. Yeah. It's just such a different mindset.
Yeah. You need to keep in mind that it's just different.
Yes.
Yeah. I feel the same. I'm like, how you guys get antibiotics for everything.
Yes.
It says antibiotics.
Yes.
Just for this, not
it's
for
only for
else.
this. It's not for an open, it's not for whatever, but it's just the idea of getting drugs when you're sick. It's just such a thing. Like, you're sick, you need drugs.
Yeah.
And I feel like in Europe, it's more like, you're sick, you need rest, water, and healthy food.
Yeah.
But then when it comes to healthy food, we're in a whole different conversation.
Really?
Yeah. When it comes to quality of food and things like this, it's not the same over here when it is at home. I'm not saying that we don't use pesticides at home, because we do. I'm not saying that it's not important, because like in the end, it all comes from certain fruits or vegetables come from certain places. Yeah. It's just being imported. It doesn't mean that it's
clean.
It doesn't mean it's clean. It doesn't mean it comes from a better place. When something says it's organic, doesn't mean it's going to be healthier. But we're so programmed that we need to believe this. But then even when we get the organic stuff, it's still, pesticides are still being used. Quality of food is not the best. Over here, it's like more food, but doesn't have to be per se better. But when I go home to Amsterdam, like, a carrot tastes better than a carrot over here, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what is it? Like, how is this a thing?
And did you notice if you eat bread here, you gain everything? And when you go home and you eat the same amount, like pretty much everything the same, you're not going to gain so much weight.
I mean, I don't believe in this theory, but.
Really?
Yeah, no.
I'm like, I don't know why. I can feel it because I usually cook at home.
Right.
Now, if I cook this same dish, and I know it affects differently.
Right.
So I'm like, it's not the same.
But how does your life look when you go home?
It's the same.
You walk the same amount? That's why people, when they go to Italy, they're like, when I eat pasta in the United States, I gain weight. But when I'm in Rome and I eat pasta, I lose weight. I'm like, you also don't drive your car in Rome. Right. And you just walk everywhere. Like, the amount of steps I take in Amsterdam or in Europe in general is so different. And I think also because of the setting, when you're eating or when you're with family, like, portions at home are automatically smaller. Even if you cook at home, it's, I don't know, it's a different approach, because even the package in the store is already a different package. And when I go back home, I eat just less in general, or less.
Not less.
I eat a lot, not less. But the fact that I walk to the subway station, from the subway, I walk through Amsterdam, I hop on my bicycle. And I think in general, we move around so much more than we would over here. Like, if I don't go to the gym here and I don't do the show here, I'm not walking outside the house. Where am I going? I don't even know. We're not doing this. In the summer over here in Vegas, it gets hot, super, super hot. I'm not saying that the bread is equally as healthy, because I don't think that either. I just don't think that the difference in these things are the factor that makes us.
Think about it.
Yeah. I do think that bread should only contain 3 ingredients, 3 or 4.
Real bread?
Real bread?
Yes.
Yes.
But where you can find real bread?
Make that yourself.
Oh no, I'm not that cool.
Apparently it's not hard. I can't do it. But like my mom at home is a bread maker. And she's just like, water, whatever all the other ingredients are. I have no clue. I have to chat GPT that. But apparently it's not hard. But even someone said that the true brown bread that they're selling is not actually brown, and they just color it. Yes. And I'm like,
everything is
my
colored.
whole life has been a lie. But I do believe the difference in lifestyles will cause the things, because the McDonald's, this is awful. The McDonald's in the Netherlands is so good. It's so good.
So different.
You're like, wow, this is how it's supposed to taste like. And you know it's not filled with bullshit. And like there's so many things that are not legal that are legal in the US. Yeah. But then I did a whole deep dive into that. And just because all the things that are not legal in Europe and that are legal in the US doesn't automatically mean that it's better or worse. Because at the same time, certain colors that are illegal in the US are everywhere in Europe. Doesn't mean that it's more or less healthy.
Yeah.
It's just a different type of unhealthy. But it looks like, well, these things are illegal in Europe. Like, there is a thing, I think, when it comes to milk. When it comes to milk, the milk that's being sold over here in the US doesn't pass any of the tests in Europe. Which is very, 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 very interesting. And then, but the other way around, it doesn't pass the test either, because it's a different.
But I don't think there's a good milk in Russia. I feel like
no?
it's the same. Like, if it's natural from the farm, yes, but if it's from the store, definitely not.
Funny.
Yeah.
It's because the Russian cows are just not, no, I'm kidding.
I have no idea.
No. Question. When you buy eggs in Russia, do you refrigerate them?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
We don't refrigerate our eggs.
What do you do?
We just
put it somewhere?
Yeah.
It's just, I think we get used to it, but you don't have to. Because I remember my mom would buy like a lot, like, I don't know how many, like 30 or 40, 50 eggs for Easter. And she would put it in the, like, cabinet, not the fridge. And it was fine.
I mean, I have the reason for you. Because the way how they clean eggs and whatever is a different thing. And I don't know the exact procedure from the top of my head, but I looked it up why it is. But apparently the way eggs over here, they're being cleaned in a certain, that we're sterilized in a certain type of way, but they lose a level of the layer. So you need to refrigerate them within the US, because otherwise they go bad. We don't do that in Europe. So then you can keep them outside. The quality of the egg is going to be the same, but it's just a different approach and a different way of storing it. But because the stigma is, whoa, you cannot eat European eggs because they're not being stored in the refrigerator. But it's the differences are so funny, and it's just so many different reasons for the same thing, or different approaches for the same thing.
What else you guys don't do?
What else don't we do? How do you count in Russia? If you say 1, 2, with your hand. If you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, show me what's natural for you right now.
Like this.
Wait,
1, 2.
If you have to do 1, what do you do with your finger?
Big one.
You do this?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wait, you count inwards?
Yeah. What?
This is what I mean. This is great. Like, this is always the conversation.
Maybe it's just me.
No. I was like, 1. I'm like, this means 4.
How do you count?
1? Yes.
I don't know. No, I don't know.
My number 2 would be 2.
I think some people would do the same, but just for me, it's like this. But I don't usually use fingers.
I'm even lying right now, because that's not true. If I do 1, I do the thumb first. 1 out, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I think like few ways. You can do out, you can do in.
Right.
I do in.
1, 2, 3, 4. Over here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But like the fact that this was the hardest. When I had to do shows, and I was the only European in the show. When we do a Ricky, we 1, 2, 3, and they're like un, dos, tres. And I look over here like, yes, 3. And I'm over like, un, dos, tres. I'm like, I'm not in sync with any of these people. And they're like, this guy's an idiot. I'm like, sorry. But you would come out over here like, un, dos. It's just so many differences everywhere.
Right.
And I love it. And it's great. Because there's no right or wrong.
That's just funny.
But it's just funny to realize the difference. And I think it's a beautiful thing. But it's just, the problem comes with people say like, oh, that is wrong. Why would you do that? Like the metric system versus the imperial system.
Oh, don't tell me. I still can't. I still can't, because people, when they ask me like, what is my height? I'm like, I'm trying to.
Right. No, there's no thing. I just know like one day I woke up and someone's like, you're 5'11". I'm like, I'm just going to tell people this from now on. 5'11". What it means, I don't know.
Sometimes I say like 5.2.
Yeah.
But I don't know how much it's going to be in centimeters. But when they tell me like, oh no, you probably 5.1. I'm like, I have no idea. Ask me in centimeters.
Right.
I will tell you.
It's on my passport. 180 centimeters.
Do you have it in passport?
Yeah.
We don't have it.
Really? Mm-hmm. What does your passport say? Just your name? Picture?
First, last name, your address.
Your address is on your passport?
Like, not address. So
the city where you're from.
City, and also in Russia, you have to have, how to say, where you permanently live. Really? You have to have that. So that's why in Russia, there's like usually a huge fight between families, because no one wants to put like kids or family members in their place.
Right.
It's like a huge thing. So you have to have it. Yeah.
Is in Russia your address on your driver's license?
I don't think so.
I think it's crazy to me that you have to put your address on any document when it comes to identification, because why does it matter?
Yeah.
Over here, it's the hardest time. Like I still have my California driver's license, but in order to switch it over is such a hassle.
I know.
It's so annoying. But also at the same time, that means like when you move, even to a different apartment, you need to change everything?
Everything.
What a kind of process is this?
I had to do it. It's like I lived in one community. I just switched from one apartment to another one, and we have to switch everything.
Insane. Yes.
Whatever. I'm like, why?
Like, I understand you have to, like, you know, when you move houses, give an address change to your bank or to your, like, I get that. But not on your driver's license. Like, it's your driver's license. It's your ID. It's to the person, not to where you live. So the fact that the address is on your passport seems crazy.
Yeah.
Except for the city where you're born. Like, I understand that. But it's my biggest, I'm talking about this because I'm currently transferring everything over to over here because my registration expired. I just came from the DMV this morning. It's this whole thing. Nothing works here.
Oh my goodness.
How did you get your green card?
When you play the lottery.
You won the lottery?
Yeah.
I signed up 7 times. I lost 7 times.
7 times. On the 7th time, I won it.
I pay $7,000 for my new O1 visa right now. It's really fun. Yeah, it's great. It's so fun.
If we talk about documents, it was pretty easy. No problems. The real problem starts when you need to find a place to live because no one wants to rent out the place to you.
Yeah, because you don't have credit.
Exactly.
Credit sucks.
You don't have a job yet. You don't have anything.
As a dancer, I was 24, 25, whatever. Coming from Europe, I thought that back then when I made like 2,000 euros a month, I was like, I'm doing amazing as a dancer. I'm killing this shit. And I came over here and they're like, you're going to make whatever, how much I was making back then, $2,000 a week. I'm like, $2,000 a week.
Serious?
52 times what? I'm like, whoa! I'm like, this is the craziest shit. So I had to figure out if I wanted to, like, I wanted to get a car. And the people at Cirque, or not the people at Cirque, but people I work with were like, well, go to this Nissan dealer and they will help you. I'm like, well, I don't want a Nissan. He's like, no, listen, it's probably going to be a smart move. I'm like, listen, I make $2,000 a week. I can pick any car I want. All right. So I pull into I pulled into this place because I was borrowing my friend's minivan. So I drove into this place. I'm like, hey, I would like to lease a car. They're like, that is possible. I don't think anyone just walked into a dealership like, can I lease a car? Like, what? So I did that, and the guy looked at me. He's like, what kind of car are you thinking? I said, which car is available? Like, I don't know how this works. I just moved here, and that's when I fucked up. Because I'm like, I just moved here 5 days ago.
Right?
Yeah. And they're like, oh, well, if you give me your social security number, we can run your credit. I'm like, my what? And he's like, your social security number? I'm like, I just moved here 5 days ago. I work for Cirque du Soleil. I make $2,000 a week. This car is $250 a week, so I can, or a month. I can afford this. And he's like, yeah, but you don't have credit, so we don't know this. I'm like, I brought my contract from Cirque du
Still
Soleil.
nothing?
I said, this is how much I'm making for the next year. Like, I can do this. And they're like, we don't care about the fact you make. No, because I had no credit.
But
They
usually
didn't
if
care.
you have a contract or something, they can do stuff.
I don't know. They said no. So I went home in that same minivan I came
And
in.
you went to Nissan.
And I went to Nissan. I had nothing. And then I had to go to this it took me a couple months, so I had to wait for my social security number. I went to this second-hand car dealership, and I had to pay cash because my credit was non-existent still. And then you got to go to your bank and get a prepaid credit card. They're like, your limit is $220. And I'm just paying my groceries with a shitty $220 card.
My card is still $300. Still, they didn't even raise the limit.
Someone is messing with you at the bank. You need to get a new bank. It's not financial advice, guys. I'm just an immigrant. I don't know anything.
I just an immigrant.
Yeah, I'm just an immigrant. I don't speak English. It's fine. Nee, Nederlands, sorry. But you have to get creative. Like, the amount of advice people told me, like, all right, Niels, you just moved here. Open some shitty credit cards. Like, I think I have a Best Buy card that I used once, and I just laying around. But I have it, so it's another form or whatever. There was a moment for my motorcycle, like it was either like paid off cash or put a 5-year loan on it, but just to build credit, and it freaking worked.
It works.
Because in Russia, there's no credit stuff, right? No.
Like, we use credits, but we don't have a credit history.
Right,
like
because you use credit cards, but there's no credit history.
Yeah.
If you're trying to buy a place, they look at how much money did you
You
make
make,
in the last 3 years, and how much money are you going to make in the next year.
Exactly.
Like normal. Okay, I was being rude for no reason.
We're just kidding, guys. We love America. God bless America.
That's why we're here, baby.
I don't know how you think, but I truly love America. Even if I know America has a lot of problems, like any other country,
Right,
I still love this place.
So you would never go back to Russia?
To Russia? Probably no.
No. You would ever go back to Georgia?
Maybe. Retire? I don't know. But if you'll ask me where I want to live, I would say Europe.
Europe? Yeah. I mean, I get that.
Somewhere in Spain.
Valencia, let's go.
One day. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
What do you like about America? So people know we're not against it.
I love it here, guys. It's great. No, I love it. It's the thing that I like the most is the fact that, at least in my industry, when I was doing in LA, when I was working in LA and all these things, you never know what's going to happen when it comes to a job. Like, the opportunities are insane. People are super social. Opportunities are everywhere. I can have a life over here that I cannot have in Amsterdam, or have stuff or things or space. Like, this is going to sound so dumb. When I rev my motorcycle really hard, there's flames coming out of my exhaust. But it's possible here. If I do it in Amsterdam, I get arrested and I go to jail.
Really?
No, I'm not going to jail. But at least someone,
So you'll
two
be in
police guys
trouble
that come by, like, knocking on the door, like, oh, so there's fire coming out of your exhaust, and we're going to take your exhaust, and you're going to get a $2,000 fine. Like, there's so many things. Like, there's a freeway next to my house. Well, not next to my house, but close to my house in Amsterdam. Not my house, my mom's house. Hey, Mom. There's a, how do you call it, like a speed checker on that freeway. It's called trajectory control. This freeway generates $4.3 million every day for people that speed.
Speeding.
They will check you. If you pass this, there's only 100 kilometers an hour. So that's like 60, 65 miles an hour on this 5-lane freeway. And they'll check it for like X amount of miles. You cannot do this freeway faster than 1 minute and whatever, or 2 minutes, whatever, how long it is. This is how much control the Netherlands has on when it comes to speeding. Mm-hmm. If your bumper is like slightly hanging like this, that's a €250 ticket, like immediately, and they'll pull you over. There's so many things that you're so free in who you can be as a person and whatever, but within that, there's so many rules. Mm-hmm. In the US, there's also a lot of rules because like you can't bring alcohol to a park, mm-hmm. but within that, go live your life. Like you can do so many things. Yeah. If you want to build, one of my friends built a freaking skateboard ramp in his backyard. Like it's somewhere over here, and like it's a giant freaking half pipe. Like it's huge.
And neighbors don't say anything?
Well, then it got into the news. But the fact that it was possible that he built it and nobody stopped him while building it, and there's not a single HOA person that's like, you can't build this in your backyard. That says so much. Mm-hmm. In Amsterdam, that could never fly. Like you can't even change the color of your freaking, of your windows or whatever, because it's not, there's so many rules, even when it comes to taxes, when it comes to whatever. When I got to do taxes in the US, clearly you're going through an accountant or you do the things that you need to be doing. But it feels more loose. It feels more, you provide the information and whatever. Like I was not used to the system that I got to wait at the end of the year for my 1099s, my W-2s to come in. I take that to my whatever, bring it to my accountant, all the stuff that I'm supposed to write off or whatever. Bring that. I was not used to anything like that because back at home, I got to do taxes every 3 months. Every 3 months, the freaking Dutch IRS like, hey man, so you've been making money for 3 months now, and we want to know exactly what's been going on with you, how much money did you make, and how much money you sent to people. And also, we know everything already. So you can't lie. Like, they'll literally send you a form, mm-hmm. and within that, you can see your bank account information. Mm-hmm. Like, this is how much money you had at the beginning of the 3 months, and this is how much there was left. And they just want to know what you did. Like, why are you asking me these questions when I have to prove that you already know everything? And I know there's a joke, like the IRS knows these things. There's so many people in the US and so many people that work for the IRS. Mm-hmm. Like, it's almost impossible. At home where I'm from, there's only 17 million people in total. Mm. That's the amount of people in the entire country. And they know you're freaking, like, the fact that, like, all right, so you own, I have a condo in Amsterdam. I bought that before I moved to the US. And every year I just get a letter from the Dutch IRS saying, your property is worth this much right now. And I'm like, how do you know this? And why do you care?
Like, do you want to sell?
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not trying to sell. They're like, well, it means you have to pay us this amount of money for this thing. Instead of, like, did you send an inspector to my place already and I didn't even know it? Like, there's so many things there. The government in the Netherlands is so involved, which creates so many beautiful things, which creates a sense of safety, which they will help you out and whatever. Like, in the US, it's not the case. Mm-hmm. Because I think that level of control is more difficult to, I think they would like it.
Not too many people.
But there's too many people. Mm-hmm. It's not possible. But that creates this gray area of things you can and can't do. Mm-hmm. Like, of course there's real crime happening in the Netherlands. 100%. But at the same time, there's not enough happening. So that's why everyone is over here writing speeding tickets and doing stuff like, whoa, you spit your gum out on the sidewalk. You jaywalk. Like, what? Like, over here, people, like, there's actual stuff happening. Unfortunately, there's car accident, there's murders, there's detective stuff and whatever. Like, there's maybe like 20, I'm going to say something wild. I think maybe like 27 actually crazy cases in the past 5 years in the Netherlands where, like, someone got shot. Or, there's been an accident, guys. one accident in the past 4 weeks with a car. Like on my way to work, I see 27 accidents alone because people don't know how to drive. But so many things. And those things need real help. But in the Netherlands, you don't have. So those are the things I don't love that about it. But the fact that there's more freedom to a certain extent.
Yeah.
In weird ways. Like, yes, you're not free when you bring alcohol to a park, but at the same time, build that skateboard ramp in your backyard and you're going to be fucking fine. Like, it's, the balance is so all over the place. You want a motorcycle that spits flames? You're good.
No problem.
No problem.
I know. You can feel more free here.
Yes. And also, there's so much more space. There is, when I open my back door, I can see mountains. Beautiful. When I open my back door at home, it's just grass and cows and fog and just
But
leaves.
let's be real, Netherlands is just
Netherlands is a nice country. It's
just the land.
That's why I had to go.
Yeah.
Like I said, I love Amsterdam. I love the Netherlands. Beautiful city, beautiful country. There's just not a lot going on in general. And as an immigrant over here, and I don't even consider myself an immigrant, which is weird. Doesn't mean I see myself an American in any kind of way, but I'm here on an O1 visa. I can't vote. I have no rights.
So as immigrants.
Right. I feel like an immigrant is someone that comes over here and like, for instance, you come here with a green card. Like, you live here.
Yeah. Are you going back anyway or no?
I mean, I could.
So.
I could. I'm here. My status is a non-residential alien.
Okay.
So I don't know if that is technically considered an immigrant because I didn't, like, my Dutch bank account is still very much alive. I still pay my phone bill in the Netherlands every month.
I see.
I didn't sign myself out of the country. But I have friends over here coming from the Netherlands and they don't have anything in the Netherlands anymore. And they moved over here. I'm like, you are an immigrant. Like, you're a full-blown immigrant. I'm a non-residential alien. Sounds great. So I don't even see myself like that because I have no rights. I'm just here. I'm just here to work.
I just work here.
I just work here. But it's this weird gray area because even though I just work here, I do have a social security number.
12 years.
I've been here for 12 years. There's been 2 moments where I was like, all right, guys, this was fun. I'm going back. Because in my first year, when I just moved to LA, I was not making any money. And I was like, well, been here for a year. I've been dancing on bar mitzvahs. That was my job.
Really?
Yeah, every weekend. That's the only way for me to pay my rent because I was not booking any dance jobs. And with my visa, I can only make money with dance. I can't do anything else. So that it's a blessing and a curse because I cannot be distracted by being a barista at Starbucks, or drive an Uber because it's not allowed. But at the same time, because I don't have any other source of income to pay for the rent, and the longer I can stay in the US or in LA, the more opportunities I get to dance. But if I run out of savings, I can't do what I came here to do. So it's like, So in that moment, it's like, all right, cool. I officially have $500 left in my checkings. Savings is donezo. I've been here I was 2 years in Vegas and then 1 year in LA. So this was March 2017. And I was like, all right, if I don't book a job at the end of this month, it's done. Sorry, it was February. If I don't book a job at the end of this month, it's done. It's over. And I was mentally ready to all right, cool. That means I need to sell. And I auditioned for Ricky Martin, and that changed my whole life ever since. And then everything was fine again. Or everything was getting fine again because that was that one job that I needed. And it gave me some stability, it gave me consistency. So that was one moment where I was this close to moving back. And there was one moment right after COVID was over because COVID destroyed me and my savings, because
Of course.
I don't have rights. There's no unemployment. You can't get anything. And you're not working, but your bills continue.
Yeah, you're still paying.
And I could fly back to Amsterdam, but then with the rules, I couldn't fly back into the US. So if there was a job, I couldn't do it if I was back at home. Back at home, that unemployment was awful. So it's like, I might as well stay in the US, and have the things that I'm used to, like my motorcycle I sold my car because I had no money, but at least I have my motorcycle, I have palm trees and nice weather. And if there's an opportunity for a job, I get to take it instead of being stuck in Amsterdam. And nobody was working back then because a lot of rules. So you couldn't do anything. And over here was still a little bit like
something.
I mean, Vegas was chilling. At least that's what I heard. It wasn't here, but Vegas was chilling.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Comparing to LA, yes.
Yes. Because LA was strict as well for a little while. All right. When that finally opened back up again, I just noticed that the jobs were not coming in. Industry changed. Life changed. And I just noticed again, I was just eating away all my savings to the point I was like, all right, cool. I have 5 months left in me if I eat instant ramen every night. It's going to be great. I had no car anymore because I already sold it. So it was just me, my motorcycle, and my bicycle against the world. And I'm like, all right, this really sucks to go to the gym on your motorcycle every day, even when it rains. Doesn't rain that much in LA, but yeah, you're like, again, like always, it always ends up great if you are
because you wanted to go to Amsterdam. That's why.
Right.
You said at the beginning.
I wanted to go so bad to Amsterdam. No, because I was thinking, like, I don't want to per se. I love Amsterdam.
Yeah.
But I know what I'm going to do when I'm in Amsterdam. And I like the life that I have over here. So I don't want to lose this life either. So what am I going to do? But at the same time, going for a green card feels too much of a commitment to being here, even though it creates much more safety and much more accessibility to so many things, because I can have a regular job. I can do things. I have rights. I have whatever, things I don't enjoy, things I don't have right now. But it feels too much of a commitment because I don't know if do I really want that? Am I ready for that? So that's why I admire you that you're like, I did the green card thing. I did it, moved over, and now you're here, and you've been here for 7 years, you said?
7 years.
Yeah.
And I got my citizenship as well. Thank you.
You made these choices. You did what you have to do or what you wanted to do. We never know if we make the right choice or not, and time will tell. But as long as you're okay with your choice, you made the right freaking choice. And that's the most important thing.
Right.
I am clearly too scared to make that type of commitment, but I'm also too scared to make the commitment to go back to Amsterdam. So I'm just over here floating in the middle, but at least my motorcycle shoots fire out of its freaking exhaust, so it's been pretty great.
As long as you have fun.
Like, I see my life, and it's like, oh, but we're having fun, right? This is great. No, it's tough because I don't know, and I've not been knowing for 11 years. Because the initial goal was just to go to the US for 1 year. Then I changed it to 2 years.
Here we go.
Cool. There we go. 3 years maybe. Then suddenly you're doing some cool shit, and you're like, all right, cool, 4 years. And then you're like, you know what? I'm just going to be here just as long so I can build up my resume. So that way, with my build-up resume, I can go back to Amsterdam and be this dancer person that I want to be. I still haven't gone back, and in the Netherlands, everyone forgot about me. So it's really good. So I'm also just...
That's all I wanted.
All I wanted. I just wanted people to forget about me. And yeah, no. It's just the because you're not there. And I always say, it's a Dutch saying. It doesn't translate well to English, but it's a far away from bed show is what we were calling this. A fair bed show. Because it's so far away from the Netherlands. Why would the Netherlands even, anyone in the Netherlands would be like, I really wonder what Niels is up to today. Who cares? Like, you're not here. Like, you can only be concerned with the things you come in touch with on a day-to-day basis. So don't teach classes in the Netherlands. I don't do shows in the Netherlands. I'm not involved with anything. Why would they care? When I go back home and I teach a couple classes, I can say, hey guys,
I'm back.
my name is Niels van den Heuvel. I dance with Lana Del Rey, J Balvin, Sam Smith, Ricky Martin, Britney Spears, Cher, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I can name all these things, and at the same time, still nobody cares. Because I'm not in, like the person that is important for teaching a class or whatever is the teacher that shows up every week, that shows up every day, that shows up in whatever. So I'm at this point where I'm like, one day I'm going to have to make a choice or have to do whatever I have to do. But I also know I cannot be a professional dancer for forever, because even though I'm 36, my knees are 52 and my lower back is 73 and I'm in pain. No, it doesn't hurt that much, but I'm starting to get to a point where I realize like I'm not immortal. I can't do this for forever. And it is taxing on the body. I just don't know what I'm going to do yet. There's ideas, there's concepts floating around, but at the same time, because I'm not ready yet to say goodbye to this life. And, you know, they always say like, you always got to be prepared to let go of things you love the most, because that's what life is all about, change. Like you cannot hold on to everything forever. And not to sound super morbid or whatever, like I lost my dad 10 years ago. Like I never thought that was going to happen.
Right.
I never thought that my family was going to be in a situation where we're not a family anymore. But you had to let go. Maybe somewhere deep down, therapeutic. Maybe somewhere deep down, I don't want to go back to Amsterdam because I'm going to be confronted with the fact that I'm not going to have my life the same way how it was when I used to live there when my dad was still alive. These might all be things. I'm currently in therapy about this, so we'll figure this shit out. Maybe in a couple months, and then we'll know. But maybe that's a thing. And I don't think it's a thing per se, but life changes. Things you're like, oh, I'm holding on to this. Like I was moving to LA and I thought I'm going to move to LA. I'm going to dance for Justin Timberlake. Never even met the dude in person. That was a lie. It was not a lie, but it was something that I thought I was going to do. But then again, I never thought I was going to dance with Britney Spears ever in my life. That was freaking great. So you're like, you don't know what life is going to give you and you don't know what's going to happen. But all you can do, the moment if you're too stuck on one thing, you're going to miss out on a bunch of things. But at the same time, if you don't commit to one thing, you're going to lose out on so many different things.
True.
So that's why somewhere I'm like, how long am I going to float in this not committing to the US thing, but also not moving back to Amsterdam thing? How long is it going to work?
Who knows?
Time will tell. Time will tell. Anyway, my visa expires April 1st. So we're working on a new one, and then I get another 3 years. And by that time, I'm going to be 39, almost 40. So maybe then it's time to be serious about my life and see what's really going on here. But yeah.
Yeah, now it's not the right time then if you don't have the answer.
No. I don't have the answer, and I'm not in a position to have the answer.
Yeah.
All I know is that, and this sounds awful and super superficial, I don't mean it like this, I would love to stay in the United States, but it's only possible if I make a shit ton of money. Because if I don't make a shit ton of money, I don't think living in the United States is as fun as it would be living in Europe with less money. Because I think life in Europe, even with less money, is a lot of fun. But it's harder within the US because there's so many things. Like I don't want to be stressed out if I get hit by a car, knock on wood. Or if something happens to me and my health insurance doesn't fully cover whatever is going on with me. Those are terrible fears of mine. And that's why I'm scared.
One question. Here we go.
One question.
What you would like to tell all your Dutch people?
All the Dutch people. Oh, that's tough. I would say get out of the comfort zone. Don't stick to what I said earlier. Doe normaal, dan doe je al gek. Doe maar normaal, dan doe je al gek genoeg. Like, don't just act normal because you're already crazy enough. But do something crazy. Just do something that's completely out of what you would normally do. So get out of the comfort zone. Book that flight. quit that job, do something that you do it for the soul. Because I think that's what's going to matter the most. And I think within the Netherlands, we care about safety. We care about, this is my life. This is how it's supposed to be. And again, it's not wrong. I just think that life is too short to be just doing one thing, or to miss out on opportunities or to miss out on amazing experiences in life, like all that life has to offer, just because you have a 9-to-5 job at the bank. Something like that. Doesn't mean throw your life away and do some reckless shit. That's not what I'm saying. But I think there's more in life than the things that we think matters. And at the same time, nothing matters. That's what I think. Well, it matters, but not really. Like, there's so many. Life is too short. We got to enjoy it and do things we never experienced in life before. And I think maybe I'm doing it backwards, because I think with all the tours and all the traveling and whatever, I've lived so much life, but not made a lot of money. And I think if you have, I'm going to use the word, a regular job, you're in an opportunity to like
make money first.
Make money. And then by the time you retire, to live your life and travel and see all these things. So maybe I'm doing it all backwards. I don't know. But there's no right or wrong. It's just get out of your comfort zone. I think that's what I want to say to the Dutch people. Okay. And eat more stroopwafels, because I miss those.
Oh,
yeah.
Thank you for coming, Niels.
Thank you for having me.
So fun. I knew it's going to be fun.
I'm like, damn, we should have like picked a day where I didn't have to go to work before.
Right?
I know, because like, it sounds awful. Clearly I love to talk, because otherwise we wouldn't be here for 2 hours straight. But yeah, there's so much to tell. And I feel like we haven't even like scratched the bottom of anything.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
But thank you for having me. It was so much fun. And happy to know more about you as well.